Okay, motion made by Ms. Chambers, seconded by Ms. Zook. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
And as those of us on Academic Distress Committee, I do appreciate the starting early because we'll have to have our meeting at the end of the regular meeting on that day. Can you remind me what time the Wednesday, November 9th meeting is going to start?
If I'll defer here to Ms. Kaufman. We'll start at 5 o'clock on Wednesday, but I don't actually think we have any reports scheduled for November. Is that correct, Ms. Kaufman? Academic distress reports.
We don't have any standing committee reports.
Okay.
We do have 2 school districts that will come before the full board.
Okay, but the committee itself will not have a separate meeting on the 10th. In November, just in November. Does that align with what you had calendared, Ms. Zook?
It's possible I wrote it down correctly, so I'm sure Ms. Kaufman's correct.
Okay.
So what's the 5 o'clock?
So the 5 o'clock is going to be the introduction to the
My school.
My school.
info
Okay.
With Dr. Saunders. It'll be about a 2-hour training.
Okay.
Fantastic. Thank you. And we'll send more logistics to the board and to the public as we develop those agendas here in the next couple of weeks. But thank you for agreeing to start earlier so that we can accommodate as many folks as possible for Thursday the 10th. Just checking here, I'm guessing the live stream is not up yet. Not quite. Real close. Okay. So if we could proceed with one of the reports, if Ms. Kaufman, there's nothing about going out of order. If Ms. Hurst, is she Ms. Hurst or Ms. Pfeffer? Could either, okay, Ms. Hurst, wonderful. So we will now hear the report for the 2016-2017 Novice Teacher and Beginning Administrator Mentoring Overview. Ms. Hurst, thank you for accommodating and being flexible today. We sure do appreciate it. With that, you are recognized, Ms. Hurst.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Sandra Hurst. I'm the Director of Educator Effectiveness. Is that good? Ms. Pfeffer just handed you, I think, a handout to pass around, and so it kind of keeps us on track, and maybe you would, find some things in there you want to ask questions about. But we wanted to report today on how our mentoring system has been upgraded and some changes that we've made. And in the past, mentoring has been more of a one-on-one type system where you were with a teacher in your building that you were being mentored by, or an administrator in your district. But we have some new things with technology now, being that we're using the Bloomboard platform to do evaluations through. We're also able to mentor through the same platform. So the exciting part about that is when you look at how many educators we have in the state of Arkansas, and we're asked to support everyone. So, what is the definition of support? And it's not to enable them, but it's to give them the tools to help them move forward in their work. So, and we also want to build capacity and sustainability. And so how do you do that? And you don't have that many people that you can do one-to-one with. So the platform that we use, that we presently are using with Bloomboard, does have 2 sides. There's an EdReflect side, which mentoring can take place there, just like observations for principals and teachers take place, or principals and superintendents, observers and learners, as we call them. So that is already taking place. But on the Bloomboard side now, we have the ability to share resources. We also can, if you'll look in the just below the tools with EdReflect and Bloomboard, the list is quite long, as you can see. We collect evidence, resources are there. We can do cross-building and district mentoring, which means that now you can have a teacher that teaches 7th grade math. They can be mentored by a 7th grade math teacher in another district, because, of course, with Arkansas being as rural as we are, that's kind of difficult sometimes to find someone in your same subject and grade level. So that's being made possible through the technology. And then we're really excited about the competency-based micro-credentials that we are using it's really proof of competency that you have been mentored, not only with teachers, but with with principals. We do the same thing, and therefore they can also be credentialed to evaluate. So through the same system. We have Observation Engine. That's a real exciting piece too, because it's the calibration of the calibration of observations and what principals are doing to observe teachers. And it's kind of exciting because we've got Little Rock here today, and they rocked the scoring study, by the way. As a matter of fact, I was saying they were some of the highest scores in the state. They weren't just some of the highest scores in the state, they have been some of the highest scores in the nation. I found that out today, of a group of teachers that, or a group of principals that actually know how to observe and collect evidence. So kudos. It's great. The other exciting piece to this is that people can collaborate across the state and even across the nation. But right now, we've kind of held the collaboration pieces just within the state. So we have chat rooms, and we have already found out that we have probably around 5,000 users already that are in there using the system, and so that's really exciting. We have our Survive and Thrive resources in there, which is really just the kind of a timeline for teachers and principals to know what's happening next, and for conversations to be able to occur between your novices and your mentors. And then, of course, the leadership quest that we're really excited about that is taking place with our principals. We have those rooms even in Bloom Board. So if you'll look at the outcomes, those are, I just think those are really exciting. The transparency, how to connect the dots, the self-advocacy, teaching people how to advocate for themselves is really important. So all of these pieces are just so exciting to have. Do you all have any questions about that? I know I put some program statistics in there too, so you could kind of see of the support people that are actually supporting our educators.
Thank you so much, Ms. Hurst. This is a very exciting report, and it's wonderful to get this information. I'll open it up. I do have some questions, but I'm going to open it up to questions to my colleagues. Questions or discussion? Yes, Ms. Newton.
I just have a comment because I've been a past mentor, and in the past it's been the put in enough time, rather than worrying about making that a novice teacher a better teacher. And I really appreciate the work and the thought and the effort that you've put into this. I can see that it's vastly improved. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you. It's exciting.
Yes.
We've worked hard.
I can tell. I can tell.
Well, we wanted to make it more of a one-stop shop too. That was the purpose of this. So it's exciting. That's what people find exciting about it, is all the tools are in one place and they don't have to, like you said, and they don't have to go actually to the school. They can do it via Zoom or video observation, and so it's real exciting.
Very good.
Yes.
So our new teachers this year are using this, and what kind of feedback are you all getting from that?
Once they're in the system, we're finding out that, people, when they make the comment, well, it's not user-friendly, well, someone in our, we figured out that it's only friendly if you use it. So once they figured out how to do that, it's been great because they're getting in there and we're actually able to, we can't see the content, but we can see how many users. And just to know that we already have that many people in using the system this early in the school year is really exciting. So, it's been very positive, the feedback has been, because once people are in, they can't believe the resources. They're like, oh my goodness. And I love the piece in here, and you'll like this, the self-directed professional development. I think that's what they're excited about, is that.
That means a lot to me.
I know. I knew that.
I'm curious how the Department of Ed is going to promote this statewide so that teachers know. I mean, the older veteran teachers, I think this would be so great for them to know that this is changing and it's going to benefit our newer teachers in such a broader way. And I'm wondering how you all are promoting that.
We've done this through training at for our principals at conference. Oh, there you go. I can go in. So we're still in the process of promoting it, but they know they have to have a mentor. So we're out there constantly doing that. But right now, just in the OEE office, we have we have 270 or 280 project directors